Good evening. I'd like to call the Board of Public Works meeting to order on this November 18th. First item is to take roll call. Clerk?
Alderman Eisenach. Here. Alderman Sebnick.
Here.
Alderman Perkins. Here. Alderman Lewis. Alderman Marshall. Here. Alderman Grotti. Here. Alderman Rapella. Alderman Nichols. Here. All are present.
Thank you, Clerk. Seeing we have no one in the gallery, we have no public comments. So everyone just left. So we have our minutes. Is there a motion? Alderman Rapella.
Thank you very much, Alderman Sebnick. I'll make a motion to approve the Board of Public Works minutes for dated November 4th, 2024.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Grotti. Any corrections or changes? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Those are approved. Moving forward, we have discussion and action items. The first one is a payment. Alderman Rapella.
Thank you. I'll make a motion for the payment. Myron Construction Company Incorporated, invoice number 20480-0002. And this is for the Elisha D. Smith Public Library renovation, $973,379.02. And this is for materials only, payment number 2.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Perkins. We have the library director here. Seeing we're going to be spending nearly $1 million here this evening, I thought we'd give him an opportunity to speak to the public to let us know some updates of where we are.
All right. So right now there's a ton of processes that are going on in parallel at the library building. If you've driven around there, I'm sure people have seen that going on. On the outside of the building, right now they are working on landscaping. The sidewalk is being replaced. They are also working on the front facade and the back entrance. Most of the structural pieces of the entrance and front atrium area the structure is in place. Now we're just waiting for the glass to come in for that. They're working on some, I'm going to forget the technical name for it, but there's some trim up around the roof area that's being added around that area. Inside the building, they are doing the final flooring on the main level, should be this week. There is, the shelving is actually going into the library as we speak. So when I was there yesterday, there was about, I'd say half of the shelving has been installed already. And then the other big piece, doesn't seem like it's a lot, but it is a ton of work. They're working on tiling all of the bathrooms, so that process is going on as well. So as of right now, we are still slated to move back into the building at the very end of December. I've actually have movers coming to pick us up from the UW Oshkosh at Fox Cities campus. They should be picking things up on the 27th of December, and then dropping the materials off at the library on the Saturday the 28th. And then it'll take us a solid month and a half to actually put all the pieces back together again so we can open up to the public.
All right, thank you. Any questions from council or the board? Seeing none. We have a motion and a second. We'll take a roll call. Keep it.
Motion carries 8-0.
Thank you, clerk. Moving on, we have another payment. Alderman Rapella.
Thank you very much, Alderman Sebnick. This is a payment for Northeast Asphalt Incorporated, contract unit number 2024-03. And this is in regards to the Jefferson Park improvements for a total of $264,481.85. And this is payment number 5.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Grotti. We have the park director here this evening. Do you want to give the community an update on where we are with Jefferson Park?
Sure. So we are winding down kind of some of this phase of this portion of the project. They did put down the binder on Cargus Drive, and that will be all that they're going to do for this fall, because we will be starting work on the new pavilion. We're working through some of the details on that yet, but to protect some of that, we're not going to put the top coat on Cargus Drive. That'll be done next spring. Obviously with restoration, same with the softball diamond, with the rain and some of the weather shifting here, we're holding off on moving forward with putting in the infield mix or grading that out. You can see that it's out there, but grading that out.
So you have the first seal coat down. Are you going to be opening it up still for people to come through?
We have tossed that around internally. We haven't made a decision. It will, if we do that, then we need to plow it and what that does. So we'll talk about that internally further.
And then as far as the pavilion, when is the start date on that? I thought it would have been started already.
We were right around mid-November is anticipated. We just needed to finalize a few details with them. So within the next week or
So they will
two.
work through the winter, or are we going to wait till the spring?
No, they'll work.
Okay. Any further questions from the committee? Alderman Ted Grady.
Thank you, Chair. Question, Megan, or me, it could be even for Thad, but I've heard a lot of vandalism that has been being done at Jefferson Park, especially to the fire pits from the old pavilion inside there and everything, and I don't know how many times vandalism has occurred, but it just seems like it's a little bit more than unusual, and I don't know if there's any actions or proactions, or maybe I'm just speaking out of turn here, but have you noticed any of that also?
Certainly, there has definitely been an uptick in activity at Jefferson Park with the addition of the new playground. That has drawn kids of all ages, I would say, attracted to there. Certainly inside the new pavilion, we've seen some vandalism where we've had to paint over some things. We did recently experience some vandalism to the fire pits just in the last couple of days. Our department is exploring cameras to be added. We met with the police department and our IT department recently to look at basically a camera system that would cover that kind of west end of the park to look over at the pavilion, or beyond the pavilion, but look over at the playground as well as onto the social space, so that we would be able to capture footage should there be additional vandalism. We have, the neighbors have been vigilant about reporting when they do see things. So there have been a few reports that have gone to the police department to get some of these individuals that are doing it. But yeah.
That's good, the neighbor is proactive and stuff, but here we try to put out a good product for our people and everything, and then you got these vandals that come in and wreck things. It just adds more cost. And then when their parents' tax bill goes up, they're going to be complaining. But anyway, I'm just off topic here, but it's just something's just got to stop with that.
What I would anticipate, not that we're not going to see an increased number of people, and then sometimes what comes with that is increased vandalism, but that as we get the product finished or the park finished, is that you're going to have more general park users. And so when you have that, that's going to help filter out or create a disruption to those people that are there to cause ill intent to some of the spaces of the park, because there will be other people around there, naturally using the fire pits, or more users of the pavilion now that will be more online. So once you get through this construction phase, because there's less people in there generally using the park right now, because the park is a construction zone at the moment, that it is open to people coming in and vandalizing it. So.
Okay, and I have one last question. I love the beautiful picnic tables that are placed out there, but with winter coming, are we looking to put them in cold storage or under the pavilion?
No, they should withstand. They should be weather protected. They're a recycled plastic product,
Right.
so they should be able to withstand that. They're durable enough.
I'd like for you to think about it, because they're new, and I'd like to keep them that way for now. And, the elements really can do hazard on things.
Well, sir, yeah, they are very durable, and they are, if you have tried moving them, they are designed to not be moved. They're over 300 pounds a piece.
So I thought you and Thad could go out.
Yeah, TBD on that, TBD.
All right, thank you. Anything further from the... No. Alderman Rappelli, do you have anything or no?
No.
He's just on. All right, so we have a motion and a second. Let's take a roll call. Do we want to talk about Water Street?
Motion carries 8-0.
All right, we have another payment. Alderman Rapella.
Thank you very much, Alderman Sevenick. This is a payment for the Yankee General Contractors Incorporated, contract unit number 2024-08, and this is in regards to the Water Street corridor reconstruction at a cost of $242,997.25. This is payment number 9.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Eisenach. Randy said, good job. Any further questions on this? I know we're going to be coming in next council meeting with more conversation on this, so we'll do that then. With that, we'll take roll call.
Motion carries 8-0.
All right, thank you, clerk. Moving forward, we have a change order. Alderman Rapella.
Thank you very much, Alderman Sevenick. This is a change order for the Northeast Asphalt Incorporated, contract unit 2024-03, and this is in regards to our Jefferson Park Improvement Plan, or Jefferson Park Improvements. This is to add $5,610.20. This is change order number 1.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Marshall. Do we want to explain what this change order is for?
Yeah. Vandalism.
So there's several different things on this change order. The first one being the relocating the monitoring station that you see along the waterfront by the boat launch right now. That is owned by the Army Corps of Engineers, and this would be something that they would thus be invoiced for. It just in conjunction with this project, we had conversations with them. The next two are related to the softball diamond lighting. The credit is due to a discount our contractor receives in working with Musco Lighting, so you'll see a credit of $8,300 towards that, the $10,000 to relocate the Musco poles. There was a conflict originally that some of the outfield ball field lights were located near some utilities. They were then redesigned and relocated, and they fell on the fence line, and that was not a desirable location from a safety standard perspective, so we wanted them relocated outside of that fence line, in which why you're seeing this cost. So that, and then the repair existing conduit, that was something that was found when they were putting in some of the trail lighting along by Peanut Island there, and so they requested if we wanted that repaired at that time, and we agreed to that, so that's why you're seeing those.
Thank you for that. Any further questions from the committee? Seeing none, we will take a roll call.
Motion carries 8-0.
All right, thank you. And we have another change order. Alderman Rapella.
Thank you very much, Alderman Sevenick. This is for the Cullen and Goss LLC, contract unit MCM number M0002-09-23-00288. This is 2024 water main reconstruction of Racine Street. We're adding $97,293.64. This is change order number 1.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Nichols. Okay. Does the commission want to give us some, go ahead.
It's not adding, it's subtracting.
It says add.
It says add. Well,
ADD.
it just says add, but the paperwork has a minus sign.
Okay.
Okay.
It's supposed to be subtract, 97,000.
Oh, I'm sorry. So,
What are we subtracting?
So this is the project, Racine Street utility work that we did earlier this summer. The majority of this work is the Menasha Utilities water main. There is some sanitary sewer laterals and things like that included in this project. Menasha Utilities has kind of a, with the funding that Menasha Utilities got for this project, the DNR has asked that they separate the payments throughout the process. So when there were different payments brought, Menasha Utilities would just have their items as part of one, and then anything City Menasha sanitary related was separate. This is closing out the contract, kind of closing out the unit costs. The majority of the deduct, I believe, is with Menasha Utilities. The water main was shortened.
Well, I think we did get the gist of that. So it is understood that this is a deduct. Clerk, do you have that? It's understood by the second. Alderman Nichols?
Yeah.
Okay. If we have any further questions, if our staff can even try to give us an answer.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go, you're working.
I got it.
Okay.
Maybe.
Just don't.
So again, it's just primarily the water main was shortened on the, little bit on the south end at 3rd Street, and then a little bit again on the far north end. When it was in the plans and bid, they didn't account for some of the distance of the water main that was previously relayed to the south with the 9th Street, Racine Street work the DOT did 5-6 years ago, something along that line. So the majority of it is in that water main itself.
All right. No further questions, we'll take roll call.
Yeah, yep, deduct, yep.
Motion carries 8-0.
So these folks would like to be paid, so I will entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion for number 6 for the payment for Calden and Goss LLC, contract unit MCM number M0002-09-23-00288, and this is for 2024 water main reconstruction of Racine Street. We're adding now $15,249.94. This is change order number 7.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Perkins. Are you sure it's an addition this time?
He's nodding.
I'm just kidding.
Yes, I didn't. I said a payment.
Yep, I'm just teasing you, Randy.
Okay.
All righty. So with that, any further questions from the board? Seeing none, we will take, do you have one? Go ahead.
It's not a change order?
No,
No, it's a payment.
It says a
I know,
change order.
I know that. That's kind of why I teased Randy.
Okay.
Randy's having trouble today. Leave him alone.
No, it isn't Randy, it's the, to be fair to Alderman Ropella, the agenda is a little mixed up.
Yeah.
All righty. So anything further? All right, let's take roll call.
I got payment, I got change.
Motion carries 8-0.
All right, so before we go, the change order on number 5, is that correct that it was a change order number 1? For
Water main.
on Racine Street? Because it says change order number 1, and then, of course, and the second one, it had change order number 7, so we.
Change order number 1, payment number 7.
Gotcha. Right, that's what we have. All righty. Seeing we have no further business, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Motion by Alderman Nichols, is there a second?